Welcome to Smite. That's right, Quack and Smite League, Week 5, Season 2. I am Red Sniper 23 here with you, getting ready for our Week 5 matchup of Dharmic Killers and Boonie Gang. Again, Red Sniper 23 here, coming at you. We are about to get into picks and bans. Alrighty then, so here we go, getting ready. Again, whoa, hello. There we go. Sorry, I have my window open because it's gorgeous today. It is 70 degrees outside here in the Chicagoland area, and I am not going to let this go to waste because it is absolutely gorgeous. It may change. I'll try and get rid of the sunspot somewhere. But anyway, we are just getting ready for picks and bans, waiting on a response from the team. All right. Just got a response from the team, so I'm just waiting to hear back from them. But hello, good to see you. Again, my name is Red Sniper 23. Glad to be with you this evening. I am by myself today, so cameraman, color commentator, play-by-play, and everything else today. That's right. You get to have me. So, let's see what's going on today. Just waiting. So again, we are looking forward to our match today. If you take a look at the bar down on the bottom, between Goon Squad and Dharmic Killers. Dharmic Killers coming into this game, I swear every match they play is a 3-game set. It just is, for some reason. Taking a look at... Uh-oh, where are you? Here we are. Take a look at records right now. In the Oni division, Goon Squad 0-4. They have 1 game win, 6 losses, with a forfeit loss. Dharmic Killers sitting at the top of the Primal division at 4-0. They have 8 wins and 4 losses when it comes to games. But yeah, they are doing really well. They are the only undefeated team so far. Now, that is not to say that they're just expected to rinse everybody and, do whatever. Because to be honest, well, I don't know what's going on. Hang on. Let me make sure they are in lobby. Hang on. Smite messed up again. No, Smite perfect game. Smite perfect game. Anyway, so give me 1 second as I set this back up again, because this is just ridiculous. All right, good to go. So that's not to say that Dharmic Killers has had the hardest road in the world. So far they have faced All In as their first match, and again, that was their very first match coming together. Dharmic played Kepwi. They have played, let's see, they played Boonie Gang already, and then they played Gloria at Mortem last week. So week 5 today, right before the All-Star break, we have the Dharmic Killers against Goon Squad. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I'm not getting into picks and bans here. But hopefully we'll be here shortly. Just waiting for the match to start up. Again, this is game number 1 of match number 1 tonight, at least. I believe this is set 2 for the week. We got 2 more sets coming up. I think one is scheduled for tomorrow. Don't quote me on that, but I know one is coming up Tuesday. So, again, If you have nothing to do for Easter, I guess there's supposed to be a set for tomorrow. That one will not include me. I will be gone tomorrow. However, Tuesday, I believe you get the beautiful tag team of Jer Bear. And let me see who else is on that one. Give me 1 second. Let's see. So Tuesday you will get. Oh no, you'll get Link on Tuesday. So maybe you'll get Jer Bear, but definitely Link is there. There we go. Again, just waiting for the word when they go into picks and bans, just kind of waiting. Actually, let me get some background music going while this is going on. There we go. There's a little background music for everybody. So, you are not wrong, Cooter. The Goon Squad logo is sick. I gotta give huge props to Kush for doing most of the setup work for this, as well as revamping logos for many of the teams, and they are phenomenal, including logos for the mini league teams. So keep your eyes out when the mini league starts up this weekend. We have had our first game already, or I should say the first set has been played already, but week 1 will be going on this week. And we are getting into picks and bans right now. So here we go. Game number 1, set number 1, Dharmic Killers versus Goon Squad. Here on the Quack and Smite League, week number 5. We are ready for picks and bans. So taking a look at what we've got right now, our bans coming out, we have interesting. Oops, I just blew right past it. Looks like we've got Sobek taken off the table first by Dharmic Killers. The next one is going to be, yep, that is going to be set. I don't know why it keeps scrolling on me, but that'll work. Next one is going to be, yep, there he is, Apollo taken away. Not a surprise here, as Tiamat taken away, and the last ban for Dharmic Killers is going to be, there it is, Don Zaburo. Last ban for Goon Squad coming up. And it looks like it's gonna be, yes, it is going to be the Scylla banned away. First pick for Dharmic. Yeah, I was kind of looking at that one too, as Athena gonna be locked in. Still waiting a little bit, as it is gonna be Yanis Hubbard and locked. And I'm looking for who is coming up next year. Yes, that is going to be the Guan Yu locked in. First 2 picks for the Goon Squad. So very interesting setup. Yeah. Turn off music. Okay, got it. Give me 1 second. Yeah, you're having me flip through 4 things right now. There we go. Okay. Which, by the way, this is non-copyrighted music, so hopefully we won't have any issues, so... yeah. Yep, just waiting. On our next picks, we've got, again, the lineup tonight for Dharmic Killers. We have I'm Already Mad, Cruz, Raptor, It's Really Destiny, and Davies for Dharmic. As the next ones coming in are going to be, wow, okay, didn't see that one coming, as Tyr going to be locked in, and last pick of the first set, it will be the Cupid being locked in. Yep, Cupid is finally going to be locked in. And last pick for the Goon squad, we're going to end up with Hachiman. So interesting picks so far. ADCs have been selected. A mid laner on one side. Guan Yu could go into the... I'm guessing it's going to be a Guan Yu solo lane. Tier matching there. But we'll see what happens as first ban's coming out again. And that is going to be the Nuwa taken off the table, as well as the Fenrir. And the last ban for Goon Squad, we've got... looks like it's going to be Thoth taken away. And it's going to be Ganesh taken away as the last ban for the Dharmic Killers. So no Pachyderm here. But yeah, this is going to be interesting as last pick's going to be locked in. We have Tsukiyomi going to be picked up by the Goon Squad, and the last two picks here for Dharmic, we've got the Susanoo coming out. Last one being looked at. We'll see what's happening. That is going to be it looks like they do need a mid laner. And yep, that's going to be the Agni, automatically just locked in right away. Let's see. So this is interesting. They have their jungler. Goon Squad has their jungler, their ADC, their mid laner. Guan Yu could be a support flex, but most likely he's going to go into the solo lane. We'll see what happens here, because again, not 100% sure as to what Guan is going to be doing. And again, we're going to have Simple Fate, Pun Install, Ori, Little Chevy, and Neptune on the side of Goon Squad. So let's see what the last pickup is going to be. They've got 30 seconds, and of course, from time to time, you will hear me take a break and take a drink. Not because I hate you guys, but because, believe me, it's going to be absolutely crazy. So I need to stay hydrated for you guys. Otherwise, I'm not going to be able to say anything. And, and it's going to be locked in. Yes, that is going to be the Jing-chan. That's right. So we've got Hachiman, Giannis, Guan Yu, Tsukiyomi, and Jing-chan for Goon Squad, with Athena, Tyr, Cupid, Agni, and Susanoo for Dharmic Killers. I'm really liking what Dharmic is doing here. The taunt, the bombs, the constant CC pressure. Now, that's not to say that if Goon Squad get on a roll, especially with a Guan Yu heal, a Jing-chan pull, Tsukiyomi bouncing everywhere, coming in from the flank, Giannis showing up out of nowhere. I really like what Hachiman could be able to do, but I'm not 100% sold on it yet. But again, it comes down to playstyle, so we'll see what's going on. My vote is going to go to Dharmic for the first game, but I could be wrong. So we're going to take a look as we start getting into game here. Game number 1 of set number 2 for week number 5, season 2, Quaken Smite League. Here we go. So again, just getting everything set up here. Waiting for everybody to connect in. Oh, I totally forgot about that. Hang on one second. This is totally my problem here. I thought I took care of this before I did not. All right. There we go. We are getting ready here. Let me get everybody situated. And it looks like it's going to be, yes, Athena support. It's really Destiny. Okay. Interesting. Simple Fate on the Hachiman as their ADC tonight. Oh, which button did I hit? There we go. I hit that one. I'm trying to remember which was the other one that I hit. Nope.
Minions have spawned.
So standard setup. Ooh. However, Neptune is going to be late. He is just going to run to lane now. So again, interesting. He is going to get there in time, though. No real problems. As I'm already mad, going to start up. The purple buff is just going to tank it for a while as Cupid coming over. We see that Cupid is already here. Raptor. Hang on. I am trying to fix that. I am sorry, guys. I am trying to fix the foliage. That is my bad. I always looking at dueling. Oh, his Neptune's going to get very, very low, and the first blood already 53 seconds into the game. Thank you, Hot TU. I know I hit that one wrong. There we go. Thank you very much. Thank you, Goat Boy. I love you guys. But that is going to be Little Chevy picking up Cruz in the mid lane. That is a quick kill and a return 1-1. Here we are in game number 1. Dharmic getting the first one, but the quick return kill in the mid lane is going to see that things are going to even out. A little bit of an advantage in favor of Dharmic killers, as they quite simply are just that good. Ooh, as Giannis gets very, very, very low, Puninstall is going to have to back away. And Davies is just going to be here doing Davies things in the middle lane as Agni's coming back up. Taking a look at Soul Lane real quick. Again, it's really Destiny. Ori just kind of doing what they do. Solo laners beating on each other. I am looking for an intense amount of pressure here, as again, that taunt coming out, the bomb's going to be a good stun, and just that pot keeping him alive. Oh, it's good, bit louder. Give me 1 second. I will figure that out real quick. Let me, that's why. Okay. There we go. That should help things a lot more. Okay. As we get back into it. And again, good pressure coming out here from the, from Dharmic. As again, they pick up just beautiful one here, as Simple's gonna have to back away with the Hachi. He's going to use the dash just to stay safe. I'm looking for good pressure here in the duo lane by Raptor, and I'm already mad. Again, a beautiful setup here. The Athena and the Cupid, a very strong duo lane, and allowing for the roaming as well. Jing Chen and the Hachi don't really have the same synergy. Hachiman has that great stun on his ultimate. Again, Neptune's going to have the washing machine that's going to just pick everybody up and throw them. However, beads are out. Oh, as we do, sorry, I missed that in the mid lane, and Chevy is going to go low, and he's going to get caught out too. And that is going to be a 1-for-1 in the mid lane. Davies picking up 1 kill, and that is going to be a beautiful setup. As, oh, sorry, no, it was just Dharmic picking up Chevy in the mid lane. And again, Raptor pushing forward and getting Neptune once again. I gotta be a little bit more aware. Again, this is difficult for me. I'm trying to play cameraman and play-by-play and color commentary at the same time. So just bear with me. I'm trying to catch what I can. The dash away from the Yana says he is going to portal out of there. Interesting start we see here from the Cupid. This is going to be the Death's Toll and short bow. Not the biggest fan necessarily of the short bow. I would like to see a little bit more power coming out just to give a little bit more of an oomph. As little lag happening, not too bad though. As Morningstar here gives physical power and MP5 for this Hachiman that needs it so desperately, as we see the mid laners now rotate, or sorry, the supports now rotate into the mid lane with the 1-3-1 standard style. Chevy just doing what Chevy does best, and he is going to pick up a little bit of farm in the mid lane, push everything up. Puninstall is going to back. But again, we've got a little bit as the banner comes out, a little bit of poke onto Raptor. Now, Raptor is a little bit ahead of Simple. Simple, again, 0-0-0. And the 2 kills by Raptor are getting a little bit more difficult to deal with. As long as the pressure is there. Now, there is an invade here on the purple. The ult is going to come out. The bomb is going to be there, and the beads are going to be used by Simple Fate to evade the Fields of Love. And again, Agni will pick up, and that will be another invade as Davies is going to pick up Neptune in the mid lane. And that is going to be a quick kill again, 5-1 in favor of Goon Squad at 5.5 minutes here in game number 1 of set number 2 for week 5. The ult coming out, Destiny is going to miss a little bit, but the dash is going to come in, and Ori's going to pick up another kill. Sorry, Davies is going to pick up another kill on Ori. The Giannis ult coming out, the portal being used, and Giannis is just going to come over and farm up as everybody's backing away. Destiny and Davies will come to kill the Mana Camp. And that is a beautiful pick-off for the Dharmic Killers. Again, game number 1 here. As, again, Neptune getting very, very low in this mid lane. And that has been the story of the day. Poe still here at level 4, just getting to level 4. Still doesn't have his ultimate yet, and that is where he is going to be his most menacing. But without that ultimate, he's kind of stuck here. And he is sadly getting left behind. A 2-level difference in supports, and it's just the experience gap. Ooh, as the bomb comes out, another smack onto Simple Fate. Good poke as Chevy is going to get hit up by Davies. The ult comes out by Susanna O, and there will be another one falling. 7-1 for Dharmic. The beautiful Fields of Love coming out, and that is trading ult for ult as Simple Fate will use the horse to get out, although he is using the TMNT skin. So it is actually the, I don't know what they call it, but it is the, oh man, but that is just absolute insanity, as the van, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle, van dashes away. Again, the invades here are regular, the turtle van, yeah, something like that. They are going to pick up oracles here as Raptor realizes he needs the farm in lane first. And he is going to give up the Harpy in favor of the minions here, which is fine, but the Harpy is actually going to stay alive as Simple had to go and check that purple buff, which was invaded previously. I'm Already Mad is going to secure the red buff. Cruz already has the invaded buff, so making the most of it, and that is going to be the damage buff on a support. And not just any support, that's a damage buff on a support, Athena. Ooh. Yeah, she needed that buff. She absolutely needed that buff. Yeah. Looked it up, Google says it's called the Party Wagon. Okay, Party Wagon it is. Well, it wasn't so much of a party, it was more like a get-out-of-jail-free card there. Portal being used, Davies trying to look for some sort of kill there in the mid lane isn't going to happen. As, ooh, this is... There it is. Excellent. Okay, now I've got the minimap stuff up. Okay, so, looking at our ward coverage here, this one's very interesting. As we have wards very deep in the jungle here for Dharmic Killers. We've got one here and one here in favor of Goon Squad. They just drop another one here in the mid lane, but there is a sentry right by it. Purple getting invaded once again, and this is just going to be a punishment over and over and over again. As we look at gold per minute, this is getting ridiculous. The ult's gonna come out, and again, the ult by Simple Fate as the party van, or party wagon, going to be used to dodge, dip, dive, dodge, and duck out of that Fields of Love just to stay alive. Again, looking at gold per minute here, this is kind of sad, as almost all 5 members of Dharmic are... Oh, as the dash comes in, the bomb going to be landed. The stun comes out. Just a couple of more hits. Raptor, don't let it go away. He is going to pick up health on the way through, and Simple going to go left instead of right, but that's not going to be enough, and the bomb is going to come out and finish him off. Just enough damage. The bead's going to be popped by Raptor. He is going to dash away as Pun Install comes over to try and help. The ult will be used by Pun Install to help rotate over, and that is not going to be able to be used as Davies comes back to try and invade the blue camp. And some more damage coming out as shit. Ori is here. The pull comes in. The dash comes out. And that is going to be a kill. Davies is on a rampage, picking up Ori. Absolutely crazy right now. And that is going to be the first tower dropping in favor of Dharmic. Killers 9-1, 11 minutes in here in game number 1. As It's Really Destiny is going to use the ult trying to get onto Chevy. That is not going to happen. That is a very, very scary tier, but it's not so scary if you can poke him out and he misses all his stuff. The ult's going to come out. It's going to hit. Dash, dive, duck, dash, dodge. It ain't going to happen, and Chevy is going to get his second kill of the game. The only 2 kills for Goon Squad right now. And finally, Raptor... Raptor has just has this thing on a timer, and he's going to invade once again with the help of I'm Already Mad. They are going to rotate in, and it looks like Simple Fate doesn't know this is coming. He doesn't have a ward there. The taunt comes out. The damage comes down. Pun Install is going to get killed in the mid lane, but the hearts come out. The ult comes out by Simple Fate. He is going to survive. And then we take a look over in the mid lane here. As the 3-man stun comes out, Davies is going to get another kill. And that is going to be 2 more falling. 12-3 now. As Cruz does die, but that is going to be a 3-for-1 ultimately in the mid and duo lanes, meaning Gold Fury is here for the taking. They will group up, and Dharmic will pick up the first major objective of the game. Gold Fury going down for Dharmic Killers. Again, this... Even though the tower is already down in favor of the solo lane, my heart kind of hurts for Simple Fate. Oh, as Davies is going to pick up Pun Install. He is going to go very low. He's going to get chased out by Neptune here. That was a dive I did not see coming. And they are going to pick up more health as Davies is going to back here. But again, what's going to happen is Cruz is going to drop a bomb onto Chevy. That is a beautiful stun as the Noxious Fumes comes out. Nice little smack there, but whoa, the damage! Agni burning up Tsukiyomi in the mid lane. Goodbye. See you later. Have some gray screen. See ya in 26 seconds. And another ult comes out. Neptune just getting caught out. The washing machine is going to try and get started, but before the engine can get going, the other engine comes out, which is the solo lane mastery of the tier. Ori is going to dash away, heal up a little bit. That was the ult used by Pun Install just to get some damage off and help his... Oh, and Raptor's going to fall to a solo kill, or Raptor's going to pick up a solo kill in the duo lane, and Cupid is going to get an even more advantage here. And that is a 2-level advantage for this Cupid. Oh, that just... Even though the first tower had fallen in solo lane, the level advantage, the XP advantage, Davies dives again and gets Pun Install. Come on, man, you gotta let me get back so I can see this stuff. I can't even do any color commentary because Davies is just there picking people off left and right. That is his 8th kill of the game. And Dharmic and Goon Squad, just, it's becoming a bloodbath. It's not quite a fiesta yet, but 17-3 at 14.5 minutes. This one is by far not a boring game in any sense of the imagination. Tsukiyomi is here. Chevy is going to smack and lay the caltrops for I'm Already Mad. A good hit as well, but the taunt comes out. The smack comes through. Cruz is going to drop a couple bombs. He is going to burn and turn as the ult's going to come out onto Cruz. Neptune is going to drop as Raptor gets involved too. Chevy trying to lay the caltrops, but he's going to fall as Davies goes Divine. The Susanoo is going to try and get out of there. The Agni gets the burn, but not enough as Puninstall is going to drop him in the end. That is going to be a 3-for-1 so far. The portal used to get out. And that is going to be I'm Already Mad backing as well for ultimately 3-for-1 as 20-4 are kills. Now, Simple Fate was not involved in that fight. He instead pushed that lane, and he is going to split push down the tower here in the duo lane. Pyromancer, however, is going to be picked up for Dharmic Killers, and that is going to be a trade of objectives, but definitely an advantage for Dharmic Killers as we're just going to look at the graphs real quick, and this is going to just, it tells you everything you need to know. 11k XP difference at 15 minutes, gold difference at 9k. A 9k XP difference, or a 9k gold difference is 2.5 items, almost 3. And we see that. Most of them have built 2 items plus boots, working on their 3rd. Most of Goon Squad is finished with boots, maybe 1 item, and maybe working on a 2nd. So Goon Squad just doesn't have the power to really get into this game. They are just lacking when it comes to the team fight department, as again, the red buff is going to get stolen away. The rotate, let's see if they're going to get greedy. No, they are not. A Simple Fate does push up. Raptor has taken the tower in the duo lane. As we take a look at mid lane real quick, Davies is there. Ooh, Chevy is very, very low, but the bomb's going to come out onto Neptune, and the Jing Chan is going to back away slowly before he loses more than just half his HP bar. Again, beautiful setup here, pushing the little objective here and there. The last tier 1 tower falling for Dharmic Killers, and they will now set their sights on the tier 2s as Oni Fury is about to be up, as well as the Oracles here. They will turn onto the Fury as it spawns, and that's going to be Raptor, I'm Already Mad, and Cruz as the ultimate will come out, but Puninstall is going to drop. Davies is going to be there once again, getting his 10th kill of the game. And again, a beautiful smack, a dash in, and that's going to be Destiny picking up Chevy. Davies is going to have to get away. He is hit by the banner. Raptor is there as Davies is trying to stay alive. I'm Already Mad using the ultimate come out. Davies is going to use the camp to heal up. Destiny is going to pick up Ori on the backside, and that is a team fight gone terribly wrong as the advantage in numbers was originally in favor of Dharmic Killer, or of Goon Squad, and Dharmic turns it on its head and gets a 3-for-1. They will get Oni Fury, they get 3 kills, and now Ori is sitting in Fountain for another 20 seconds, Chevy for another 5, and Puninstall just spawns. Simple Fate trying to use that range advantage on the Hachiman to great effect. It's not quite there. Neptune will jump ahead just to be a threat towards Raptor, but it's not going to be much of a threat as he is going to start a purple. Drop it, though, in favor of dropping the Hearts of Love, or the Fields of Love. The spin to win coming out. Beads comes out, and it's not going to matter as now Raptor is unstoppable. 7 kills on this Cupid, 10 on the Susanoo, as the 3-man group in the middle lane is just going to be crazy. Wow. So it looks like on the Cupid we have an attack speed build going right now. Dominant's coming out and the Executioner for Pen. I'm just gonna look at Davies right now because he's got Chevy in his sights, the dash and the pull and the basics. And Davies is now immortal. That is his 11th kill. 11, 0, and 5. 3 people on the side of Dharmic Killers have not died yet. And Davies now feels with a 4-level lead like he is going to be the one to be able to zone out as Fire Giant is going to drop very, very quickly. Dharmic drops the Fire Giant at 19 minutes 42 seconds into game number 1. And here comes the dash, the splash, the cash, and let's see if Ori is going to be able to sustain this. I don't think he can stand up to 4 members, as I'm already mad is just going to take this tower, and it's going to start getting burned real quick. Raptor and Cruz using the double range to just smash through that tower. The Fire Giant buff being very, very effective in clearing that out quickly. Now the tier 2 is going to fall in duo lane, as Simple is just going to keep pushing. He is finally going to back as the rotation comes over. And the mid lane is going to be... No, it's not going to be the mid lane. They are going to rotate all the way over to duo lane here. But Raptor, and I'm already mad, kind of backing off as Ori shows his face. But again, as the blink comes in, the pull comes out. Davies is going to be there. The beads are going to be used. The ult comes out both from Cupid and from the Susanna O. And that's going to be a quick 2 kill. Chevy and Neptune falling once again. At this point, the favorite targets for both the Susanna and the Cupid. 12-0-6, 8-0-5. This is just... I don't know what else to say, guys. At this point, I just am speechless. Grouping up as 5 here are Dharmic, just waiting on a couple of minions to get here. This is going to be the next big team fight. They do have a 1-man advantage. They have 3 seconds left as Chevy is still waiting in the fountain with the grayscale. But they are going to push Phoenix real quick. Here comes Puninstall with the ult. The Raptor is going to get low. He's going to have to dash away, and Puninstall is going to drop. Davies is there. Raptor getting low as Ori... The Tsukiyomi ult coming out, and that's finally Raptor getting shut down as Simple Fate will finally get the kill. And Chevy going to drop as well. Davies has a double kill. But that means that the spin to win is going to come out. Poe's going to throw him in, but no, and there goes the Jing Chan. Have some gray screen. Cruz is going to get a double kill onto the Hachiman. Make it a triple as Ori's going to drop as well, and that's going to be a killing spree and a deicide. As 4 men strong, the blink comes in, and Destiny is going to lead the charge as bye-bye to the Titan. That's going to be Dharmic Killers picking up game number 1 here of the set. Oh boy, give me 1 second to get a drink, and we will take a look at things real quick. Again, a Dharmic Killer victory in game number 1. Wow. Okay. Boys and girls, ladies and gents, this is just... Yikes. Okay. What to say, what to say. This one's tough, guys. This one is tough. Yeah. Davies on the Susanna O, 14-0-9. Cupid, 8-1-7. But the tier, 3-1-12. Athena, I'm already mad, being where she needed to be, exactly where she needed to be. That's 0-0-14 there, being the perfect tank complement. We take a look at details real quick. Player damage, that doesn't even really tell the story, to be honest. That's... Honestly, this tells the story a lot. But from Dharmic, you saw a cohesive team now. Really, it was difficult for me to kind of look at things and go, I don't know what's going to happen. But yeah, this one is just tough for me. Again, Davies, Raptor played out of their minds. Raptor wasn't killed until the end, and that's when they literally dove the backline just to focus on him. That was when they finally killed Raptor. But I'm already mad playing the Athena to perfection. Honestly, Goon Squad looked a little out of sorts. Again, I don't know what's going on. I don't really like the Jing Chen there. they need more CC. Ori was there with some sustain, but he wasn't really able to get the lead advantage and be able to have the sustain beyond what was expected. And because of that, he wasn't really much of a factor. Chevy was just getting picked off in the jungle. Pun install, honestly, was just getting collapsed. There wasn't a ton he was able to do, just because every time he moved from his mid lane, it was either in response to a kill that had already happened, or he was trying to pick up some farm, and they were getting invaded so hard that they were the ones that were getting hit. Simple Fate was just getting pushed in lane. That Cupid was just ridiculous. It's the Cupid, aside from Donzaburo and Apollo, is just the Cupid is oppressive right now. But let's hope to see a good front to back change. Let's see if we can find a little more cohesiveness here with Goon Squad. But to be honest, it was a fun match to watch. Lots of kills, lots of far-ranging things, lots of stuff happening in multiple lanes. We are going to be right back with game number 2 coming up here on the Quack and Smite League. We will be right back in a couple of minutes as game 2 coming up next here on the Quack and Smite League. Let me get some music up for you guys, and I will be right back.
Dark so that I see when your stars have burnt out and your heart makes no sound. I'll find valid in your eyes. You'll always be my night sky. You'll always be my night sky. You'll always be my night sky. You're the night sky hiding behind dark gray clouds. I can't figure you out now. I see all blue. There is so much cold in you, and the silence is so loud when you go. I just stay dancing with my shadow all day. Watch the tide. I can't find the point where our two paths align. But you're the night sky. I'm trying to see your stars, but I've always feared the dark. Now I see violet. I can feel your silence. You always feel so far when your stars have burnt out and your heart makes no sound. I'll find valid in your eyes. You'll always be my night sky.
All right, that was a little quicker than I was expecting, but we are getting ready. About to be underway. Give me 1 second here. Let me get things changed up. Oop, oop, oop. There we go. All right, we are ready to go. We are all set up. Again, I am Red Sniper 23 here, waiting for game number 2. Again, the first game, a outright win by Dharmic Killers, a beautiful team fight oriented, straight up, front to back, ready to go. Dharmic just kind of pushed through. All right. All right. So, getting ready for picks and bans as Dharmic Killers and Goon Squad game number 2. Here we go. Picks and bans on the way. So again, looking at our bans right now, let me get this a little closer to myself so you can hear me a little better and I can see what's going on. Game number 2, bans coming out. We have Goon Squad on our blue side, and that is no surprise. The first ban coming out is going to be the Athena. This one's a little bit more of a surprise. I wonder if they just don't want to see it as Sobek taken off the table for Neptune. Again, Sobek is generally strong right now, so not exactly out of the blue, but it is a little bit more out of the ordinary. Again, kind of expecting the next one coming up is going to be Set. Kind of waiting for an Apollo ban. That is not going to be coming up next, though, as it looks like, yes, it is going to be a Giannis taken off the table. Let's see what game, or what the Goon Squad want to do with their third ban, their last one of the first set of bans here. What are they going to look for? Again, so Athena taken off the table in response to that absolutely amazing 0-14, 0-0 and 14 performance by I'm Already Mad. And it will be a little bit more mid lane focused as the Scylla going to be taken away. Oh, let me find Scylla here. Yep, there you are. The Scylla going to be taken away. And the last ban coming out, yep, kind of expecting it. That is the Apollo taken away. Let's see. Danza being hovered right now. And yes, they are going to lock it in. Ooh, interesting, as the focus is going to shift for the first 2 picks, and that is going to be a Cerberus and yep, that is going to be the Cucullin coming out. Let's see, being hovered right now, and it's not just going to be hovered, it's going to be locked in, and that is going to be, so they are taking the, where are you? There you are. They're taking the Susanna O out of the hands of Davies and putting it into the hands of Chevy. And Ori is going to look for his pick now as the third person to pick for Goon Squad. And looking for... Yep, that is going to be the King Arthur locked in. Raptor here. Let's see what he wants to hover. Let's see what he wants to go into a Danza with. Because, again, they're going to give it to Simple Fate more than likely. Ooh, they are not going to do that. They are going to go for the mid lane, it looks like, as they are hovering a Raijin. And yes, they are going to lock that in. So we've got Raijin as the 4th ban comes out. Interesting here. And the Naja going to be taken off the table by Dharmic Killers. The other thing they don't want to see, Goon Squad. Yep, there it is. That is going to be a Cupid ban. As Don's is going to be here, but there is no response yet by Dharmic Killers, as the Fenrir are going to be taken off the table, and final ban of the game is going to be focused onto Davies once again, and that is going to be the Rat taken away. Ratatosker is going to be our final ban. Let's see what's going to happen here. That is an interesting pickup. Would not have seen that coming. as we have the Mage Hunter coming out. Soul going to be picked up for Raptor. Chevy with the first pick here, and that is going to be the Merlin. And then finally, they do need to have some sort of a guardian, and that is going to be Fafnir picked up. The final pick here is going to be, ooh, interesting. That's going to be the Awilix picked up for Dharmic Killers. Now, this is interesting. So, the Serb pluck, Soul has a knock-up, Cucullin has a knock-up. That puts right into the Davies Awilix ultimate. So, again, I like the synergy happening here. The only one that really doesn't benefit from this is the Raijin. The Raijin is not going to be able to focus so much onto the knock-up to help out the Awilix, but if I was going to go front to back as well, I like Goon Squad as well, because the Fafnir is there, the King Arthur is there. It's really going to come down to lane control and how much pressure can be exerted by each side here. Again, Dharmic Killers picking up game number 1, going into things, getting all set up. Everybody is getting connected, and oh boy, we're going to have some fun. Game number 1 in the books. Dharmic Killers got that one. Here's our picks and bans for game number 2. So we have... oh, this is getting interesting. Okay. So we have mixed it up a little bit. Kind of waiting for everybody to get into game. There we go. All right, and you're going to see some changes here as this has just gotten very, very interesting as we get into the main game. Here we go, game number 2 for the Quack and Smite League. That's right, that's Simple Fate on the King Arthur, and Little Chevy is now your mid laner. Pun Install is going to be on the Susanna O, and Ori is your ADC. So mixing up the lineup a little bit by Goon Squad. We'll see if maybe this is more comfort for them. Maybe this is something that they're more familiar with. I know Simple Fate big onto the Agni, but I'm not 100% sure as to what is kind of expected. As the Raijin is going to be late to the red buff here. We'll see what happens. Is Raptor going to be able to start this thing up, or is Cruz going to get here on time? And we are going to have a pause real quick. But they are going to come right back in. Yep. I don't know what's going on here. Yes, looks like we are back into a pause. This is not stasis mode. Yeah, so this is very interesting. So again, the start by the Danza is going to be a spiked gauntlet, so he is probably going to rush, and this is just my guess. He's probably going to rush the Devo's Gauntlet. That would be my guess, at least. Devourer's Gauntlet. And then Mannequin Scepter, again, getting a little bit more attack damage, 10 physical protection automatically onto a Danza, which is very, very strong. And then Emerald Ring to help build into a Hecate or a Telekines or something like that. We'll see what's going on here. As again, we are in a pause for game number 2. Taking a look at a couple other things going on, the Warding Sigil being used instead of the Warrior's Axe onto Cucullin. Interesting here, going more for protections. That is going to help out later on in the game when we are taking a look at his team fighting capability. Maybe not so much a help in the early game, but it's, it's okay. But it's not going to be the same pressure that a King Arthur is going to be able to manipulate the lane with on this Warrior's Axe. Now, that being said, pretty standard starts both for the Susanoo and for Davies here, with combat boots on the Wheelix and the mace for Susanoo. Interestingly enough, straight to tier 2 on the restored artifact for Chevy on the Merlin. And the conduit gem here into a magic focus. That is tier 1, probably of a Spear of Death. We'll see what happens as that one continues. And again, just waiting on the pause here, wondering what is going on. Let me see if I get a response here. Again, Dharmic Killers up 1-0 in the set right now. I'd like to hear from you guys. What are you expecting on this one? Do you like the game so far? Has it been entertaining? What are you looking forward to in game number 2? Again, I don't have a co-caster with me tonight. I am just by myself. But again, interestingly enough, we have Dharmic Killers and Goon Squad here. I like the pickups by Goon Squad here in a front-to-back team fight. If the Donza can pop off, if Pun Install can jump into the back line, if Chevy can free cast, it's gonna be in their favor with a King Arthur that wants to W key, with Fafnir. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. So just wondering what's going on here. Again, everything is in pause. We are not in stasis. We are in pause. So yeah, just what about you guys? What are you interested in? What are your thoughts with the team comps here? I'm really liking the Serb, and to be honest, I'm not the biggest fan of the Soul. She is probably the only mage I would say that is viable right now and that viable is a stretch, to be honest. I would much rather see, even going into a Donza, I would much rather see I'd much rather see a Heimdall, to be honest. Again, you're getting an ADC perspective here, so I'm not going to be absolutely perfect with everything I'm looking at, but I will say that I would much rather see a Heimdall into the Donza because he's going to be able to exhibit the same amount of pressure, being able to throw the axe to get multiple hits onto the wave and at least being able to get similar amounts of clear quickly and then having that ability in the late game to do the damage as well. The Soul kind of falls off in mid to late game. You're not going to be able to, unless it is an extended team fight or unless you are just doing a camp and now there's a team fight, you're not going to have the heat built up enough so that you can free cast your abilities, that you can attack, damage absolutely everything in sight. It's going to be much more difficult for Raptor to come out of this in a favorable stance, mostly because, and we are back from our pause, but mostly because even with the sunburst, even with the one that he's going to be able to throw out there, it's not going to be able to be enough clear, I don't think, to be able to deal with the poke from the Donza Burrow. As Ori is coming over to deal with both the one of the lesser minions, but also the buff Chimera, and Again, Raptor is going to get into lane a little quicker. The Serb being a little quicker on the clear than the Fafnir is going to be. So again, let's see how this works. It's definitely going to come down to mana conservation, the damage being done, and the focus on the waves. As we've already got a little bit of movement here in the mid lane. Not a lot. Fire stance being used by Chevy, and he is going to go into Void stance. Again, no real ultimate on this Merlin. He is just going to go back and forth. Simple Fate does get a little low, and he's going to go back under tower as the King Arthur being pressured by the Cullen early. Something unexpected here. Again, I'm not a solo laner, so don't take... it's like to see a Chronos pendant for the Fafnir. So again, don't take my word on everything for the solo lane, because I'm an ADC. I'm a carry. I'm partial, you know it. But at the same time, solo laners like to slap each other around. Let's see how it works. And that is going to be Pun Install being the first to drop. The invade from Davies on the back camp is going to catch out Pun Install, and that is going to be the first blood over to the Dharmic Killers. And again, Simple Fate does not have a ward here. And so that is going to be a very, very difficult thing. He is going to back away a little bit as Destiny is going to focus on the wave. The dive in, and Davies is just going to kind of back away as he's losing out on... He's not really losing out on farm because Pun Install was dead. But now that Pun Install is back up, they are going to be able to get into lane a little bit easier. The Susanoo helping out Chevy there. Merlin picking up his red buff. The dash going to be used. And Destiny is going to pick up Simple Fate under tower. Okay, he is going to take a tower shot for his trouble. The blink is going to be used to make sure that he is safely escaping out of that, and there is no return gank by the Susanoo. But that is going to be okay as, again, Susanoo's Pun Install is just going to farm up as best he can. Destiny is going to back, and that's going to be 2 quick kills for Dharmic Killers 3 minutes into the game. Again, some very nice... that is going to be annoying to deal with, to be honest. So dropping the 3 from Donzaburo in that area is a movement speed and attack speed buff. So having a double attack speed buff from both your own 3 and the Fafnir 3, that is going to be absolutely ridiculous to deal with. As here comes the Awilix Davies. Just over. He is going to run over a ward, though, so they know that he's over there. Suku is going to be used to leap over the wall. The ult going to be used as the jump's going to come out from Neptune. He's going to be leaped over and just going to be able to pull out the shell and stay alive. Davies is going to get low, though, as the Susanoo pull the ult. Is that going to be Davies falling? Pun Install is going to dash in, and that is going to be Davies dropping, and Raptor's going to go too. That is going to be a very, very quick, a 4-man rotation. Means we now have an even ball game. 2-2 here in game number 2. So again, Dharmic Killers did take the victory in game number 1, but Goon Squad showing that they are not to be trifled with, and that is going to be 2 quick kills onto both the carry and the jungler for Dharmic Killers. Again, both of them, Raptor was not killed until late into the game, and Davies did not die at all last game. So again, making sure that they punish the carries effectively in game number 2 is going to definitely be a key for victory, and they are getting away with it right now. They are working effectively. As now the supports have rotated into the mid lane. Little bit of damage, little bit of poke onto Cruz there by the Fafnir, but nothing there. We do see, again, Davies is over here. Simple Fate is going to be pushed under tower. And again, Davies is over here. But that is going to be a quick blue buff picked up for Destiny. As Suku going to be called, Simple Fate is here, and he's going to back with no issues. Again, now there's the rotation. Destiny coming over. We've got 3 in the mid lane. The Blink's coming out. That is a beautiful knock-up, and that is going to be Destiny picking up Pun Install. Again, I'm Already Mad is going to fall on the other side. A 1-for-1. Ultimately, Tycho Drums will be dropped. Ultimately used for lane clearing as 1-for-1 in the mid lane. A jungler for the support. And that was absolutely effective there as the stun and the disarm coming out from Neptune. Uh-oh, as he might get caught out. Ooh, that was very, very close, and Fafnir is going to have to back to stay alive. The pings coming on to Cruz. Low mana in this mid lane, and that is going to be Pun Install using the ultimate. Cruz is going to use the last little bit of his mana in the teleport to get out. The Raijin dash as the lightning comes down. And that is going to be, again, XP camp used. So, you'll notice that the Bumba's dagger is going to be used. Ori is going to pick up a kill over here on a Raptor. As Raptor was trying to pick up the mid Harpy on the side, and Ori just comes in and wrecks the party. That is going to be a quick kill over here, and Goon Squad now takes the advantage. I was going to say, very effective work by this Danza at 2-0-1, and also rushing the Devos, now getting his combat boots. He is going to be very, very strong as the boots going to be dropped. Chevy is going to be picked up by Cruz now, and that is Poe in a little bit of trouble. Sorry, Neptune in a little bit of trouble, but that is going to be okay, as Fafnir will just dive under tower and stay safe as best he can. It looks like they were able to secure their own red buff, but I'm not 100% sure. Davies is over here. The pings are coming out. And that is going to be Ori caught out. And that is going to be one dead. Donsborough Davies is going to pick up that kill. 1, 2, and 2 on the Susano O, and 2, 1, and 1 now on the Wheelix. As the rotate comes out, this is a 4-man rotate to pick up Scorpion now. And Greater Scorpion will be picked up by Dharmic Killers in game number 2. Again, the trade's coming out. Destiny now getting the worse for it right now as the transformation will come. He is going to miss the dash. The rage comes out. And ultimately, it's just going to be a pretty standard poke back and forth. 9 levels apiece. No real advantage there, as the Danza is a little bit ahead of the Soul. Soul is about, I'd say, about a half level behind. Maybe a little bit less, as he just hits 9. The wards are coming out now. Purple is secured by the Donsborough, and here comes the rocket. As the 3 gets popped, the Raptor is going to survive for the time being, but it's not going to be enough, as both the taunt and the money bags come out, and Raptor is going to get scooped up, as well as Merlin in the mid lane. And speaking of the mid lane, there's Davies picking up Pun Install, and now Davies is on a rampage. So a 10-9 level advantage in the jungle, as ultimately a 2-for-2 in both levels, or in both mid and duo lane. Who's letting this man play Danza? You are not wrong. Oh, man. Yeah, Danza got through and was first picked by Goon Squad in picks and bans, and we see the Danza being as effective as he possibly can. In the first game, it was Simple Fate as the ADC. Ori has now taken over that role. Simple headed over into solo lane. They have switched things up, and this is a very, very effective team so far. As I'm Already Mad, and Crew is going to pick up the Oracles over by the Gold Fury pit. And they're going to pick up the side Harpies as well. The farm coming out and being very effective, as Cruz does have a level advantage onto Chevy. And I am Already Mad, even with the Fafnir. As strange as that sounds, because it was a 4-level difference last game between Neptune and I'm Already Mad. Ooh, as the teleport is... What in the world? What was that? The teleport canceled with the disarm. The disarm stun by Neptune. The Fafnir just being annoying as, here we go, Pun Install and Davies sitting here. As looking for the farm, it just isn't there. Oh, but Davies is there with Ori. That is going to be the flip, the toss, the kill. Bye-bye, Dunzaburo. And that is going to be a quick kill. That is the second one on to the Donza. Now, that doesn't, however, negate what he's been able to do. They are going to turn 4 members strong onto the Gold Fury, but they are not going to use it. They are just going to use it as the pretext for a fight. As Neptune shows up, he's going to face check, and then he's going to face plant. As there goes another one. And Davies is going to ward off the Chevy there. But again, Chevy not going to be able to do much in the way of securing anything, as Dharmic is going to pick up the Gold Fury. Raptor using the ultimate from the Soul to help secure that one. And oh boy. That one there was tough. Simple Fate, again, getting very low with Destiny in the solo lane. These two have just been boxing back and forth the entire time. Shifter Shield coming out for the Cucullin. Interestingly enough, Stone of Gaia for the King Arthur. So, a little bit safer of a build by the King Arthur after going Warrior's Axe. And again, starting with Warding Sigil, goes a little bit more aggressive with the Shifter Shield. Very interesting here, the builds over in the solo lane. Donza putting that pressure onto the Soul. Soul finally getting her first kill here in this game. Raptor getting his purple buff and finally making it back into lane. He is now about the same level as the first tower has fallen. The next one is very, very close, as not a lot left on the tier 1 in solo lane. King Arthur pushing his advantage here, and he is just going to push the Winions forward, and they're going to deal some damage here as Destiny going to pick up what he can. He is going to be able to get that, and just hanging on by a thread. However, we do have some action here in the mid lane. Poe is going to transform. Sorry, Neptune is going to transform. That transformation is going to get picked up by Davies. Ult is going to be used. That is going to be a dead dragon. Bye-bye. Have some gray screen for Sia in 23 seconds. Ori doesn't see it coming. Goodbye, Danza. And the Trash Panda ends up headfirst into the bin. Bye-bye. As Pun Install finally picks up I'm Already Mad as a return kill. 2 for 1 so far. The Taiko drums come out. Davies is now on a rampage. That's his 5th kill onto Pun Install. Cruz picks up Chevy. And now the solo laner's getting involved. The ult onto Cruz is going to finish him off. Simple Fate, however, is not going to be able to sustain absolutely everything, as Raptor will pick up that one, and he is now on a killing spree. They're going to return over to the red buff to pick up what advantage they can. Davies here is going to push even further. He does see that Neptune is in the mid lane, but he is going to rapidly pick up what farm he can to make sure that he stays with that level advantage onto the jungle of... Oh, and he drops the ward onto the speed camp as well. So he now has a timer on that speed camp. And he is going to clear the Goon Squad side of the jungle. 14-8 our score in favor of Dharmic Killers. Taking a look at our graphs, this one is much closer, ladies and gentlemen. The XP difference only about 5,200, gold difference around 4,500, but here it comes again. The knock-up Suku is going to be used this time. The ult coming out from Davies, and goodbye Pun Install. Have some gray screen and think about what you've just done for 30 seconds. Here it comes again. The knock-up going to happen. Chevy's going to have to use his Aegis to teleport out. And that is going to be the... That is just punishment again over and over by this Wheelix. Destiny is here. Pyro is going to be picked up. 3 men coming over. Cruz, Davies, and Destiny pick up the Pyromancer for Dharmic Killers. No rotation going to be used, but Again, let's see what Simple Fate's going to have happen here, as he is up after this wave, 15 to 14, but that is going to be Destiny picking up the wave, and just about the same level right now, as Simple Fate is here trying to pick up Totem. Let's see who's going to get it first, as the jumps are going to happen, and that looks like Simple Fate is going to be able to secure it for the Goon Squad. But again, some boxing happening, and the warding is going to come out now as the rotate happens, and that is going to be a very quick and easy D-ward. Ooh, as Pun Install is going to get in, Susano ult's going to be popped, Cruz is going to drop, and I'm already mad, finally getting caught out here, as they are going to be used. The ult, goodbye, Pun Install. I'm already mad going to use the ult, but the transformation coming out from the Fafnir. Ori is going to pick up I'm already mad. Davies is here, but the rocket going to be used. Ori is not going to be able to connect, as he's going to hit a wall as Davies flips over it. And the chase is on Danza and the Fafnir against Raptor. Ooh, the ult comes out from the Soul. The bags come out. Ori's going to pop his Aegis, but it's not going to be enough. Goodbye, Danzaburo. And see you later, Fafnir. As 2 quick kills come up for Davies. There's the double kill. And they're going to strip away what they can from the forest here, or the jungle, I should say, here in game number 2. And they're going to turn and look for the Primal Fury. So again, taking a look at this ward coverage here. Very nice deep wards here by Dharmic Killers. They have it in the red, in the mid, totally zoning this off, as Dharmic is going to be able to pick off the Primal Fury. Oni will be spawning next, it looks like. And again, the rotation coming on. They are not going to allow this to just be simply one thing. They're going to pick up as much farm as they possibly can. King Arthur again pushing forward. Are they going to be able to take this tower? Again, all 6 towers still stand for Goon Squad. They have been effective in that sense, but they have not been effective in the whole team fighting thing. 19 to 10 is our score, which was a little bit more in favor of Dharmic than it was previously. But again, sort of the reset, the warding and the de-warding happening right now, as the red buff will be finally secured by the side of Goon Squad. 4-man rotate coming over. And the Sentry Ward going to be picked up here as the ult the Void Galaxy comes out, and that is going to be Oracles picked up as Gold Fury pit. Ooh, Dharmic sneaking the Fire Giant there. 5 men strong. They pick up Fire Giant, and that is going to be a push down the mid lane for rotate in. Neptune is going to hit one with the disarm, but it's not going to be enough. As still 4 coming in, the taunt comes out by Ori. That is not going to be enough. The leaves come out. Bye-bye Moneybags. Ori's going to pop the beads, but it's not going to be enough. Goodbye. Davies is immortal. And the Taiko drums come out from Cruz. That Merlin is almost dead. Destiny is there. He is going to smack around Pun Install. And the Susano O is just trying to stay alive. The Titan doing work now onto this Cucullin. Fafnir jumping on. Simple Fate is going to fall by the hands of Raptor. It's really Destiny is going to blink through as Poe tries to jump on and get the disarm. But it's not going to be enough, as I'm already mad pushes forward into the range of the Phoenix, but a successful defense now, and that means that Dharmic is just going to move away. Again, pick up what they can, as they do have a ward onto the speed buff here. So they have the timer there. Cruz is going to come over. Blue buff is going to be next. They are going to pick up both the Tier 1 and Tier 2 in mid lane. They are going to drop the Tier 1 here in the solo lane. More damage coming out. Destiny is going to get there. Cruz is going to be there as well. They are going to pick up Tier 2. Sorry for a little bit of lag there. And again, it was a 6-4 tower advantage in favor of Goon Squad, but one Fire Giant changes that all. And now it is a 4-2 advantage in towers for Dharmic Killers. 21-10 our score here. Dharmic Killers taking game 1. We are in game 2, 21 minutes in. Here in the Quack and Smite League season number 2. I am Red Sniper 23, your caster, cameraman, color commentator, and play-by-play. Just trying to do what I can. Hopefully you guys are enjoying this. Raptor, a 3-level lead over the Donza, a 4-level lead between the Fafnir and the Cerberus, a 3-level lead again between the Raijin and the Merlin, a 3-level lead. Davies already hitting level 20, the Susano at 17, and the only parity here, the King Arthur Simple Fate, a level 18 with its Destiny on this Cucullin. And again, here comes the inevitable push as the tier 1 will fall very quickly as Fire Giant buff showing its effectiveness. Neptune is going to get there. The Donza taunt coming out. The bags coming out, just trying to stall that wave as well. They will pick up the farm as Neptune is going to dive in, as is the Donza. Raptor is going to get smacked, but Cruz is going to pick up pun install. There goes Neptune as well. A double kill for Cruz. Tycho drums coming out, and we've got this double fight happening here as Raptor now goes on a rampage and will pick up Ori. Simple Fate is the only one that will survive so far as Chevy falls to Davies as well. But here comes Simple Fate. The Suku is going to come out. Simple Fate's going to get jumped on, and he is going to dance away. The dive in, and that is going to be a double kill. And the deicide as Davies is now godlike. 14, 1-10. The deicide is there, and that is going to be all she wrote for this set as Dharmic Killers pick up game number 2 here in week 5 of the Quack and Smite League. Wow, what a game. All right, let me catch my breath here as we go into our end screens. So taking a look at our builds, pretty strong build here coming out from the Donzaburo, although he did go oboe into a chin size. That looks like a Panda Cat build if I've ever seen one. But Soul here, yeah, going into the Telekines, the Ring of Hecate, Ratatouille, using that Mannequin Scepter, just being effective all over the place. Yeah, this one's going to be interesting. So, taking a look at our details. Structure damage. Yeah. The Winions actually did the structure damage for them. If you looked at it, all they did was push up lane. Not a single person actually hit a structure. As weird as it sounds, that's really all they were doing. Exactly. Didn't need to hit the tower to take it. Yeah, they never did. They just let the Winions do their job. Again, a tough one here for Goon Squad, as they fall 2-0 to Dharmic Killers. Davies, 14, 1-10. I mean, Davies, what's wrong, man? Getting killed like this, 1 death in 2 games. How dare you? I expect better from you. Oh man, 28 kills in 2 games, Davies. Do you ever get bored of this? Good grief. Just Raptor 5-8-3. I'm already mad. 1-3-12. Again, not the perfect game like on the Athena 0-14, the last one. It's really Destiny on the Cucullin actually being a really strong support there in the middle of the team fights. Maybe not doing the most damage overall, but being an absolute nuisance to both pun install, Chevy, well, and Simple Fate for the most part. But 2-0-7 there. Not really losing lane, not really winning it either, but enough of a hold that the team fighting came through and just absolutely obliterated everything that was necessary. Now, getting over into what went on with Goon Squad, I mean, Pun Install had a fairly decent game, and the Donza showed his teeth. 4-6-2. Really wasn't getting picked off until later on in the game after the first tower fell, or I should say, until after he took the first tower. Um, Ori was having issues getting dove by the Awilix, and his waves were getting proxied as well, so he wasn't able to farm as effectively. That being said, early on, the Donza, that trash panda was throwing the soul under the bus every single opportunity it possibly could have. Raptor, sorry man, you got bodied. At least early game. But again, that's the nature of the beast. You played a soul, he played a Donza Burrow. I can't fault you for that. Chevy on the Merlin, interesting, but just, looking for that. Uh-oh, I'm in trouble now. I'm in trouble now. I don't know. Uh-oh. Okay, he left. Never mind. I think I got a how dare you on that one. Yeah, no, I get that, man. It's just soul. Yeah, 5-0 after 10 minutes. Exactly. It's the nature of the beast. Um, Especially with the Donzaburo. Donzaburo's early game is ridiculous. Um, so again, are you going to be able to use that to snowball or not? He wasn't able to use it to snowball because the effectiveness of the jungle prevented him from doing so. As for Goon Squad, um, I don't know. I'm kind of scratching my head on this one. What's the next setup here? What's the next thing to work on? It looks like their interplay may not be the best. They are talented by every stretch of the imagination. They are talented. I see the mechanical skill there, but getting caught out from time to time, seeing Neptune dive a little bit, a little too aggressively from time to time without any follow up. That I mean, it's great he got a kill and 4 assists for it, but he also died 4 times because sometimes he was a little bit further out than maybe he should have been. But again, taking everybody's body of work into account, and expectations on top of it, my MVP for game number 2, I gotta go with Davies. Without Davies doing what Davies did, they don't win that game. He was the one that punished Ori on the Donzaburo. He was the one that was able to turn that side from a loss into a victory. He helped out Destiny when Destiny needed the help to invade the blue buffs. And he just turned fights in the jungle when Pun Install at times had the upper hand. So I'm giving my MVP on the second game to Davies. My first game MVP, I'm going to give to I'm Already Mad because 0-14 on an Athena. I know the champion is considered a little overpowered or a little broken, but hey, all's fair in love and war, and I'm just going to go with that. I'm a sucker for a good support. I'm Already Mad. I tip my hat to you. But my overall set MVP, I hate to do it because I've done it the last couple of times I've had Dharmic, but I got to give it to Davies again. My overall set MVP is going to be Davies. 28 kills, 1 death in 2 games. That's ridiculous. That is a sense of gameplay that I long to have. As someone who is in the mini league, it's someone who has a sense of how to pressure and how to influence a game in such a way that it is punishing and effective. So GG's to both sides here. Davies, congratulations on the set MVP. I am Red Sniper 23. I am glad to have you guys here. I hope you enjoyed this one. This one was an interesting one from all angles. You guys are amazing. Again, hang on. I got to get rid of the countdown here. There we go. Okay. So, I want to thank you guys for being here. You guys are amazing. That was so much fun. Again, a 2-0 victory for Dharmic Killers. I've been Red Sniper 23, your commentator, your caster, your cameraman, your play-by-play, the jack of all trades this evening. Thank you guys. Have a good night from QSL week number 5. 2-0 victory for Dharmic Killers. Have a good night, everyone.